Hello, good afternoon. My name is Teacher Luven. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, teacher. My name is Nick. My family has four people. I live in Dong Ha City, Quang Tri province of Vietnam. And my favorite hobby is to play games in my free times or read books and go outside and do activities.
All right, let's proceed to part one. Okay, so in part one, it's all about your home, work, or studies and other familiar topics. But for today, we're going to talk about emails. Okay, what kinds of emails do you receive about your studies?
For my studies, I have a group for students and teachers to talk with each other. And I frequently receive emails asking about subjects, homeworks, or maybe what we need to prepare for the next day at school.
Do you prefer to email, phone, or text your friends? Why?
I think I would prefer phoning and texting because for me, I think texting is a great way to talk to another person in a informal kind of message. And texting also provides other advantages, such as you'll be able to look at what you talk to them when it's already a few days since you did it. And phoning is a great way of communicating with a person in formal. And it's also really like kind of a friendly way and easier for the other person to respond to what you just said, not like emailing for each other in 2 days.
Do you reply to emails and messages as soon as you receive them? Why? Why not?
I am personally not interested at looking into my phone that much because I have more things to do rather than just stay in home and stare at my screen for a few hours. So it usually takes me a few hours before I respond to any emails or texts.
All right, let's proceed to part two. Describe a hotel that you know. You should say where this hotel is, what this hotel looks like, what facilities this hotel has, and explain whether you think this is a nice hotel to stay in. You will have to talk about the topic for 1 to 2 minutes. You have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say. You can make some notes to help you if you wish. So here is the cue card. All right, so 1 minute officially begins. All right, time is up. Go ahead.
There is a hotel that I know which is located in a remote area on Mangden, and it's in the middle of a pine forest in a small hill, or maybe you should call it mountain because it's quite tall. And this hotel looks like a typical two-story building with a white appearance, but on the inside, it's very clean and it's well organized. It makes you feel like you're in home somehow, at home. And the facilities of this hotel includes a garden, oh, a garden, a elevator, even though it's only 2 stories, and I think about 12 rooms for guests. This hotel also includes something that I really like, which is a piano near the reception table, which guests can play or maybe just take a picture with the piano itself. For me, I think this hotel is a nice hotel to stay in because the locals are very friendly and they can help you look around for good restaurants and, most importantly, places you can visit. This hotel is also nice for another reason, which is that the owners of this hotel is, I think, they can understand a lot of voices around Vietnam. Many people cannot do that because they're only familiar to voice of their locals. So it's really nice to have someone that can clearly understand what you're saying.
All right, let's proceed to part three, discussion topics on staying in hotels and working in a hotel. In your opinion, what things are important when people are choosing a hotel?
For me, the most important thing is the utilities of the hotel. If you have a very expensive hotel, then you should expect it to have at least a small, I say, microwave in your room, a small fridge, and a cupboard. You can also expect televisions or maybe services at the hotel also, which may include pools or a bar, for example. Another thing to look out for is price because hotels can really cost a lot, and many hotels might say they trick you into buying something that is way worse than what you expected. I had an incident where we paid for buffets, but the hotel said that buffets are not included, so we have to reorder. And another thing to take into consider is the location of the hotel. It should be near places of interest, or maybe it shouldn't be too far from where you want to go. And if you have relatives, I think you should stay at their home.
All right, do you think staying in a luxury hotel is a waste of money?
Mm. For me, I think that if you have the money to, and if you're willingly staying at a luxury hotel, then I think it's fine for you. And I don't think that it's a waste of money because rich people tend to have the needs that normal people doesn't. For example, I say a servant or someone that they can order to do stuff that they don't really want to do, and they may also need a bar or spa for themselves while going outside.
Do you think hotel work is a good career for life?
I think that hotel work is kind of a stable job that you can do throughout your life because there are always seasons when people tend to go visit hot places, and hotels can really have a lot of budget when you're not like when it's not the season. So you can trust in your hotel that you can get paid at every moment in time. And another thing is when you work at a hotel, you may get promoted to a higher rank. For example, a friend of my mother worked at a famous hotel, and when he just started as a employee, and then he got promoted to a manager, and now he's leading the entire hotel. It's like very reliable way of getting money.
In your point of view, what skills are needed to be a successful hotel manager?
I think one of the skills would be team management or time management also. Because if you don't get all the members in your team or all of the employees in your hotel working in a specific way, then I think that it's very easy to have everyone misunderstand each other and lead up to nowhere. Another thing is time management because when you work in a hotel or managing a hotel, many guests will have tours and you would also have to participate in those tours and make timetables for your tourists to get around where they want to go and usually make them happy and want to go to your hotel again.
All right, so that's the end of our speaking test. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Goodbye.